Welcome to Inside Lake Forest. I'm Eileen Weber, your host, and today I'm visiting with Helanders, who's been serving the North Shore with fine stationery since 1922. They help many of the residents and community members celebrate life's occasions throughout the year. So let's step inside and meet the Helanders and learn more about their business.
Hi, Eileen.
Chuck.
Welcome to our new place.
Thank you so much.
Good to see you again.
New as of 3 years about, correct?
Yeah, right.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the history of Helanders. We've had the opportunity of taping at the Market Square location, and now we're here on Westminster.
Right.
So where did it all begin?
Began in 1922. My grandfather was a chauffeur in Lake Forest for the Schweppe estate, but he was also a tinkerer. He loved anything that was new, and at that time radio was new.
Okay.
So he put together a radio set, and he put it in the living room of the Schweppes, and every time they had a dinner party, everybody would wind up in this room listening to broadcasts from Chicago. Radio was brand new at that time. And over the course of a few years, he realized that he really enjoyed the radio business more than he did chauffeuring.
Okay.
So he opened up the Lake Forest Radio Shop. It was in town here, always in Lake Forest, in about 5 different locations. My father came on board in 1940 and then went off to war and came back. And they decided at that time that they would not only have radios and appliances, but they'd bring in stationery and office supplies.
Okay.
And that's when we moved to Market Square, was 1948. And the business thrived there for many years. Interestingly enough, the space we're in now, we actually had a shop in 1960 when this building was brand new.
Okay.
It was the Helanders office machines and typewriters division. And my first job in high school was actually working here cleaning typewriters and stuff like that.
And now you're back.
Now I'm back, yeah. Matter of fact, when we were moving in, we went downstairs with the power company. And right next to the power panel, there's a little cardboard piece that says Helanders.
Wow.
And that's back from the first time we were here, so it's kind of fun.
Wow, really special. And again, so you're on to your 4th generation here with Casey and Stephanie both on board.
Very welcome.
And I'm excited about meeting with Stephanie today to talk really about the store, where you are now, and the special products that they offer the Lake Forest and entire North Shore community.
And what you've got here, of course, is the history, the old and the new with Stephanie's. So
absolutely. And you also, I want to point out, you have the Helanders hotline in Lake Bluff still.
Right.
If you can just talk a little bit about that, so residents who aren't aware of your office supply division, it'd be great for them to know.
Sure. We have a thing that we offer through the store here, which is called Helanders to Home.
Okay.
Person can go on the website and order any sort of office supplies they need, and we'll deliver it to their house locally here. Next day usually. My son Casey runs Helanders Hotline, which is more for other offices and businesses. Okay. And we offer furniture, supplies, anything they need, again, either on a same day or next day basis.
Super. So businesses that are in the area, or home offices or whomever, it's a great venue that you have to be able to offer such a service of Helanders to Home. Is that
Helanders to Home is that website. Helanders Hotline is another website, and we have a third website of Helanders. So everything's got that Helanders in it.
Well, Chuck, it's a pleasure, and I look forward to learning more from Stephanie.
Good, thank you.
You're welcome. Stephanie, thanks so much for having me.
Nice to see you.
This is great. We're going to be learning more about Helanders and what they're specializing in these days.
Great.
As the company I know has morphed and changed, Chuck gave us some history. There's a lot of really great things here, and not everybody has necessarily stepped in your door since you've moved over here in this location.
Right.
So let's look at some of the products that you're carrying, and I know you've got some really special stuff to show us in the back.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for stopping in. Let's take a look. We still have some party goods, so all products that you can use and dispose of at your event. Still have photo albums and some gifts that help customers kind of find what they need in the community still.
Okay.
Something that we're really excited about is some new personalized gifts. So not just picking up something, but spending a little extra time to get a unique gift that your person would really enjoy.
Something personalized.
Exactly.
I think everything about Helanders is about personalization. I think as we go through, the residents are going to see that.
Exactly. That's something that has changed quite a lot, as we're focusing much more on personalized products rather than things that you can just grab and go. We still do have some of those things if you're in a pinch, but we really like customers to kind of take a look at some of our new unique products.
Super. Office supplies, Chuck mentioned you've got the Helanders to Home, where people can order for delivery next day. I still see, though, you've got things like pens and Post-its and whiteout and markers and things for a quick grab, a kid's art project, and you need a certain color.
Absolutely. If parents are up with their child and they need another poster board, we definitely have one.
Great.
Additionally, we still have greeting cards as well. So we've got a new unique selection of greeting cards that aren't just Hallmark or recycled. We've expanded into different lines that help customers find something different in the community versus what they can find at other stores around here.
Perfect. And you still have a lot of items for gift wrap as well. I know
Yes.
that's always been a specialty here too.
Gift wrap, ribbons, still into event products. We've got the place cards as well as table numbers and any kind of thing you would need for an event overall.
Excellent. As I look around, you still are doing a lot of custom invitations,
Yes.
pre-printed, etc. Let's learn more about that, because I think it's a really
Absolutely.
special part about the business.
Absolutely. Invitations, that segment of our business is growing and growing, and we're really excited about it. So let's step back here and we'll take a look at some of our new things.
Great.
All right, we're back here looking at the stationery department, some custom items that we have. This is the Crane stationery book,
Okay.
which a lot of customers in the community know what Cranes is. It's a 100% cotton paper that is made in a factory completely by hand, which is an amazing product. And what they do, they actually are hand painting every single edge of every single card. And then it runs through an engraving machine to put on the personalization. They hand line each envelope and then it comes to us. I get the question a lot of, what's different about what you sell at Helanders versus what's on the internet? So it's hard to explain once in a while, but this is a perfect product explaining what the internet has is usually products that are all printed on one machine, similar to an inkjet that you have at home,
Okay.
just very high powered. So they're printing
Yep.
all the inks and all the colors at once. Whereas this has a lot of hand properties that it's done uniquely. It really makes what you're sending an absolute gift. So in our process, we have 4 different printing styles.
Okay.
The first being what I was talking to you about online, which runs through a machine, prints all colors, kind of like a big color copier.
Yeah.
Then there's thermography, and what it does is it actually puts a coating right on top of the ink that lets it
Oh,
raise
yeah, so it's
up.
raised.
So it's raised, you get a little bit of texture there. The next is a letterpress, and what it is, if you can feel, Eileen, is really, really cushy paper. That the machine, it's a very archaic way of printing, but it's beautiful. It pushes right down into the paper.
Oh, wow.
So it indents the paper in a different way. And so it gives kind of a soft, subtle feel to the paper. And then from here, this specific piece, they've actually hand painted every edge so that when you pull it out of the envelope, you get just a little bit of color on the top. From here, the next process we're going to talk about is engraving. And what this does, instead of pushing down into the paper, it pushes it up from the back. So you get a little bit of an indented bruise here, and it pushes up. It's
And then
engraving.
painted.
Well, this one's not painted.
No?
The raising is just from the actual engraving press.
Okay.
And engraving is one of the few ways that you're actually able to get white ink onto a colored paper and to have that texture. You'll
Wow.
see a lot on the internet that it looks like this, but it's got a sheen to it from running across the different kind of press, as well as you don't have any texture to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they hand line the envelopes to match.
Wow.
They're beautiful sets. We are so excited to sell them, and it really lets our customers give a gift to someone when they want to say thank you or just have personal correspondence between themselves.
Which is really kind of been lacking, I feel, over the years, is that personal correspondence. I know it's something I really try and do and send a personal handwritten note. While the internet's great, email is wonderful for quick thank yous, but to know someone actually took the time and on a beautiful card, note card like this is really great.
It absolutely is. It makes whoever you're writing to feel special.
Yeah.
Now, this process does take about 2 to 3 weeks, so it does
Okay.
take a little bit of time. So we have some solutions in the store for someone if they needed a quick note. So what we do is actually take, this is the same Cranes paper in a box set. They've already painted the edges by hand and lined the envelope. And what we're able to do is actually print the name on the top. It would be a flat print, but you have some of the same unique properties that you get if you wanted to send a quick note to someone and still have that personalized look to it.
Excellent.
So this is the personal stationery. I want to tell you a lot about our invitations as well because we do a lot of weddings here at the store. Well, here we are looking at one of our wedding invitation books, and this is a company called William Arthur. And what they do is actually do a lot of traditional wedding invitations, and then they they kind of changed just a little bit to make it a little more modern for today's bride.
Okay.
It's an honor here at Helanders to have families and generations that come in to see us for their weddings. We want to be able to show them the range of something very similar to what their grandmother had and how that's translated to today.
Yeah.
So what this is a die cut piece that gives a little bit of a different shape. And it's beautiful because it runs through 2 different presses. It's indented here as it ran through a letterpress machine, and then we've got the engraving piece that lifts it out. So you've got 2 dimensions there, making it even more special than what we were talking about before. To talk a little bit more about engraving, I brought you an engraving die.
Oh, that's neat.
And it goes through the process to etch it, and then it runs through a machine, and there's literally one person that has to press every single piece.
Wow.
The ink falls in there and then adheres to the paper because there's a subset that goes and the paper goes in between. So it's
Very
a
cool.
beautiful process. Some of the most unique ones is very thick. We've got some different looks to wedding invitations
Wow.
as we go through. We're able to customize. It's not just coming into the shop and saying, "Oop, I want that. Let's go. Let's put my words on it." But actually flipping through some of these albums and finding the pieces that you like about it. So we're able to create something very unique and special for the wedding.
And this is one that's on the cushy paper with the hand painted gold edge. It's really pretty.
Yeah, the engraving makes that really pop through. To show you something very unique we've recently done is
Wow.
a very special.
And this was mailed just like this?
Exactly.
Wow, that's quite an invitation. And it's got the rehearsal dinner invitation here.
We put everything inside, which, as I mentioned, we're able to, we educate every single customer on the traditions, and then we actually try to work with them to find what works well for their specific event. For this event, the bride's family was hosting every single single celebration. Yes, what they are
Almost on a mirror.
Yeah, it's a family that has a scrap metal business. So for them, sending a metal invitation was kind of tongue-in-cheek, saying, "Here's our business and here's what we do." Yes.
And then they would just write on here and mail it back?
You got it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's really fun.
It's very different. So just to kind of continue on with some invitations that are very special, here at Helanders we're starting to make our own invitations. It's not just purchasing from different companies, but we found as the industry changes, we have a lot of companies that are dropping away, leaving holes in the market that our customers still want some special items, but we're not able to actually find them. So we wind
Sure.
up creating them. Here's one that is still available.
Okay.
It's again showing some of the different special properties. We've got thermography, it's mounted, and then there's some glitter on it. This is a company called Karen Adams that we love to work with.
Neat.
So per se, people like this, they in the industry disappear, and we're wind up creating some special things here in the store. And these are samples of items that we've created from scratch. For example, this ice skate. We had a customer that really, her daughter is into ice skating right now, and what we were able to do is actually have one of our employees draw the ice skate. She then went through and she colored it with chalk to make a watercolor feeling. We printed everything at the same time, we hand cut it out, and then we were actually able to put in grommets, just like you would on a real ice skate,
Wow.
and lace it up, making something very special for her guests that'll get them excited to come to the party and really set the tone for the event.
Really nice. And showers, luncheons, those are all
Showers,
great.
luncheons, wedding accents, as well as birth announcements. We're doing a lot of holiday photo cards, as well as any other communication that you'd like to send something extra special to your friends or guests.
The other thing I want to point out too, Helanders gives a lot to the communities and a lot of the non-for-profits. So again, really focusing on shop local. It's important that where those dollars that you're going to spend on things like invitations or note cards, do it here in Lake Forest for the businesses that support the community at large. And just rethink about it. Come in, take a look, talk to Stephanie about it, get some ideas, and take a look. They might have a special or something that they can offer you.
Absolutely. We'd love to help. We'd love to be involved in the community and serve our customers the best we can.
And is there anything else that you want our customers to know?
That we're open, we're friendly. We really like customers to come in and feel part of the Helanders family.
Excellent.
It really is. It's a community effort here as well as in the stores. When you're here shopping, that there's other customers as well that will help
help you pick
help
something
you
out.
pick something out.
And your hours here in the store are?
9 to 5:30 Monday through Saturday. We're also open 11 to 4 on Sundays, which is really helpful for brides that are looking to shop
Great.
and pick wedding invitations with their families.
Great, or even during the holiday time.
Absolutely.
Time to get in here and get those cards ordered.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie, it's certainly been a pleasure. There's lots of things here to offer, and I encourage all the residents and people on the North Shore who are wanting to look for some really personalized special products, they need to come in and visit you.
Great. Well, thank you for stopping
Thank
by.
you.
Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you for watching Inside Lake Forest. As you know, we've been visiting with Helanders, a fourth-generation business here in downtown Lake Forest. Lots of ways to personalize your gifts and personalize your stationery. I hope you're able to stop in soon.